You beat me to it. No, not Rizmi. Not Rizmi, Skylar. All right, Grimm's doing a. No, Grizz is doing a draft. No, Grimm. There's a Grimm and a Grizz. That's gonna be a thing. All right, they got Chips' first pick. Ready here. Chicken Chips on the left. New guys on the right. New guys are up 1. Yeah, I think we're ready to go.
Brax's holdout, eh?
Ooh, feels Canadian. A?
Oh, I guess so.
Honestly, did you genuinely just drop an A like that?
Yeah, it's part of my kit, actually.
That was a serious A. Like that was like,
it's so natural for me.
Feels good.
I'm actually pretty stoked to see these games. They're Chicken Chips looking at that first ban, not quite sure what they're going to be trying to take off the map here, but probably something that they're not used to playing against there, eh?
Call them Mounties, man.
Or something that they don't want to play against. Yeah, there you go. It's better.
I like it. Never change, Kyler. Never change.
So do they target the strong 4-man, or do they target the solo laner? Or do they just target something that's objectively strong? What do you think?
I think they target the 4 lane. Chicken Chips strikes me as a team that has a lot of confidence in their individual technical ability. And in that, I don't feel that they're too concerned about the top lane matchup, because they just feel like whoever's going to be up there will be able to do well and or outplay their opponent up there. And they just don't feel like getting cheesed. You know, we didn't get to see how game 1 went. Maybe they got out macro. Maybe they weren't ready for a certain style of strategy, and they're just like, let's just play straight up. But we'll see.
I think you're right. So, and you are right. It's the Uther ban. They don't want to play against it. So it's either they ban off the Uther because they think it's just going to be really strong in the 4, or they ban it off because they want to go like a dive comp or a heavy stun comp. And honestly, just playing against Uther's so frustrating, especially if you have a bunch of stuns and follow-up stuns and you're looking to kill a single target. Uther is just so darn strong.
And another thing that this says, if you ban out Uther, first ban, we saw the value of having that 75 armor off of a stun.
Yep.
So this also could be like, hey, we don't want you to have Uther because we're looking to blow you up. We want to catch you out of position. We want to get that stun chain going. We want you off the board one at a time. Uther is the support that can negate all that. We do see Gul'dan getting banned on the other side, and you guys take that off the board, so we won't see any of the Ariel Gul'dan shenanigans where you just push forever on the lane. I think we're seeing the makings of a standard game.
Ariel Cassia is still available, which I actually think is almost like equal or greater than Ariel Gul'dan on this map. So that is
strikes.
Yeah, it's insane. Like, it's so crazy. So that's still available too. And teams also play a bunch of Zarya on this map. So Heyo's favorite hero picked up for him. Malfurion locked in for that #1 pick for Chicken Chips. And now the response over there for the new guys. What do they go with? They have Ariel Cassia available as well.
And I mean, they are aware of Ariel's power by banning out Gul'dan. I mean, Charge Strikes level 1 offers a lot of splash damage and subsequently a lot of hope.
Yep.
For a hero like Ariel, if you want to heavily commit to the 4 lane, it's a really strong way to do that. There's also global pressure on the board in the form of Dahaka that's available. Anubarak is up there also. They have a lot of really strong options. It just comes down to where they want to prioritize. When you're going up against Malfurion, if he's the only support, you're not dealing with a lot of burst healing. So you might even want to prioritize getting an exclamation point like a Grey Mane or something like that.
Very true. Very true. I honestly would love to see Ariel plus a battery, if you will, for the new guys. This is also fantastic. I mentioned a little bit earlier the Zarya, and also look at that Skinergy. What is that? Beautiful. The new guys, you never disappoint. So Zarya Kael'thas picked up. They're looking at a protect the Kael'thas comp probably, and he's just so good in the 4-man, and as well as Zarya. So Anubarak's still available, and Anubarak is really good into Kael'thas. So I would definitely expect to see that come out. Anubarak, what though? That's the real question.
I'm curious to myself. I really like. The more I'm thinking about this Zarya Kael'thas 1-2 selection, there's a lot of subtle nuance and psychology to this exact ordering. They ban out Gul'dan, so they know what Ariel can do on this map. They take Zarya, who pairs really well with Ariel, and you have a decent damage dealer and a lot of AoE damage in the form of Kael'thas. That alone could inspire an Ariel ban for the second ban for Chicken Chips, and they could have no idea. They could have no intention of going Ariel, but showing these two heroes up front could effectively like bait out the Ariel ban. But there you go. You got your Anub'arak, and Chromie shows up.
Anub'arak and Chromie plus Malfurion, that 3-person lane can actually beat out most 4-person lanes without Gul'dan on the map. So Chicken Chips with the Chromie and Anub'arak Malf on the bottom side is actually going to be insane. Kael'thas is going to take a lot of damage. So Zagara being hovered for the new guys. Perhaps they've played against that in scrims at some point, but you know, Zagara is pretty strong on this map, but it's usually paired with a hero that allows her to go into 3-2 until she gets Nidus. So, but that's probably not going to happen for Chicken Chips. But you know, just a ban to remove that from the game. They don't want to deal with any cheese, especially seeing as how they can close out this series with one more win.
Yeah, the opening jab of the Zarya Kael'thas seems to be recoiled a bit, and the new guys go for a more defensive posture and banning out Zagara. Should they lose the bottom lane due to this long-range poke and lockdown from Chromie, Malfurion, along with Anub'arak and Gades, they do not want to get smothered on the map by Nidus Network and Creep and everything else, so they take that off the board. If you're on the side of Chicken Chips, you're looking at this. Do you ban out? You do.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yep. I completely agree with the Ariel ban. Even though like Chromie works really well into Ariel, and so does Malf, and so does Anub'arak, it's just, do you really feel like dealing with how annoying it is early? And you know, with the recent buffs to Ariel as well, and like they could have went Ariel Cassia and then finish it off with any warrior in the books. Actually, Ariel Cassia, that wouldn't have worked because they would need a solo laner. So that wouldn't have worked, but they could have gone Ariel plus something like another warrior and then solo lane like Leoric. And that's going to be so hard to deal with later on. Like, so yeah, I actually really like that ban on Ariel.
I agree. I mean, like I said, the Zarya Kael'thas one to effectively forced the Ariel ban for in the second round, in my opinion. Whether the new guys wanted Ariel or not. If they were heavily relying on Ariel, they should have seen it coming, I feel. They should have known Ariel was going to get taken off the board. I was wondering if they would go for Lieutenant Morales. I feel like that's just cocoon bait, and that could be tough for them.
And like playing Morales into Chromie, Anub'arak, Malfurion, like so far on paper, Chicken Chips is absolutely dominating this draft. However, I never discount the new guys just because they play so well as a team, right? Like they're actually a fantastic team fighting, or not even just team fighting team. They just play well. That, you know, they've got solid cohesion, they've got good synergy. So I actually, even though like objectively, I would say they are on the back foot in this draft, I'm not putting them out of the game whatsoever. Like, so next two picks, definitely, obviously the solo laner are going to be coming out for Chicken Chips. What do they look for? Do they? I personally would love to see Leoric against that double warrior, and you know, you can Wraith walk away from the Kael'thas damage. I think Leoric would actually be fantastic here. Plus, the synergy with Chromie is increased as well, right? Because you got the Entomb plus the Chromie damage following up on a target. Actually, they decided to go with the Sonya for the solo laner, so they're just looking to duel. They want to fight. Like they have so much early game strength, it's insane.
It's the Yu-Gi-Oh comp, man.
Yeah. Okay. I see you, Chicken Chips.
Duel. The Gray Man's interesting to me. It might make the front line a little thin in the 4 lane.
Yeah.
Because the Anub'arak Gray Man jumps in, you know, Chain Bomb is a real thing.
Yes.
But Gray Man can get easy access to Morales and the Anub'arak dive as well. So the question is, will Morales be able to survive this initial onslaught with the Zarya shield? That's the question mark. You're looking at Sonya. You're like, who do we want to have lane against her? Dahak is still on the board.
Dahaka, Leoric, yeah. I think it's Dahaka or Leoric almost entirely. But, you know, both of those are going to lead you up to a solo lane.
With a
I see you
spice.
Guys. I see you right now.
A little bit of jalapeno gets thrown on the comp by way of Rexxar making his appearance.
Interesting.
The new guys hear the call of the wild.
Oh gosh, let's go.
Let's go.
I'm actually not too sure. With recent changes to Sonya, I actually don't know who wins this lane. Do you? I've never actually seen Rexxar versus Sonya in any scrims or any games in the recent past. So I actually don't know who wins this top lane.
I actually think there's a reason why you haven't seen that, but we'll see how it plays out. I think the timing of Misha's stun against Sonya's spin will be absolutely critical. If Rexxar can effectively shut that down on a consistent basis, could potentially do well. I'm wondering if we're going to see Warpaint. I just think there's a lot of factors here. It's just going to come down to understanding the game, I feel, really.
Okay, I think Sonya will almost entirely win at level 7, right? But until then, I'm not sure if she'll be able to. And does that mean that the new guys 100% secure the first beacon? We'll have to find out.
We're going to see. This is game 2 of this best of 3. Over on the left side, Chicken Chips look to force out a third game. Grizz is going to be playing a new Brack. Juki's on Greymane. Talaz is on Sonya. Ballin' Beast is playing Chromie. And Heyo rounded out on Malphite.
And on the right, in red, is the new guys. We've got Santa Claus bringing it up with the Rexxar. Ataro on Kael'thas. Grim playing Zarya. Frumgar on Lieutenant Morales. And Stu Manchu on Johanna.
GLHF, bit of sportsmanship shown by the new guys. To no one's surprise, Rexxar, Sonya in the top lane, Grizz hanging out in the bush along with Ballin' Beast. Chromie's positioning is definitely going to be important. The burrow goes in, forces out the early Iron Skin. Condemn's going to try to bring Juki forward. The W from Chromie is going to miss. Chain Bomb gets passed on the Juki, good amount of poke damage, but Heyo has sustained healing to negate that.
Wait a second. I'm not sure about the Demolition's expert talent picked up for Zarya. Looking to just try to chunk out the Chromie, but feel the heat on Braxis into 3 dive, I think would actually been the hot. Again, no pun. But we'll see how that plays out.
I'm liking to agree, Colin. We'll see what kind of value they get out of that level 1 talent. Aside from the field of heat, they thought they'd get something going better for them otherwise. I mean, the poke damage is definitely impactful against Ballin' Beast. Chunk them down quite a bit. And they don't have too much energy, all considered. Consider how much health is being taken down. First goes in, gets a good amount of damage on Ataro. Frumgar has mana for days for the moment. Juki on the ropes, backs away. Heyo's mana bar already starting to go down, whereas Morales is feeling pretty good.
Yeah, so Chicken Chips are just looking to try to kill a single target, but with Johanna pushing up really, really well here, it's really difficult for them to satisfy that condition. Plus all the Zarya shields on top of the Chromie damage, it's making it increasingly difficult. If this sort of trend picks up, we are seeing. I think Rexxar is actually doing fantastic in this top lane into the Sonya, so it might be a beacon won by the new guys. Do you send one of your 4 from Chicken Chips up to the top to neutralize 1 beacon? Like, is that how they win this?
If they do, the posture is going to have to be for sure defensive of the bottom portion of the map. Because once the basic arithmetic gets done, it's like, oh, we're in a 4v3? Time to do work.
So once this wave clears out bottom by the new guys, they might just be able to walk up onto this beacon, but we'll have to see. So the minion wave is now crashing. Grizz soaking a bunch of damage from the minions, but the Iron Skin goes out by Johanna. The Condemn onto 2 targets as well, and bottom shrine, or beacon still controlled by Chicken Chips.
Juki seemingly having a bit of lag. It looks to already be back. No pause on either side, so the game will continue. Stu Manchu steps forward, gets a Condemn, eating a bunch of damage. Do you have Iron Skin? Not sure you do. The Morales healing is going to be enough to get him out of there. Nice double stun.
Is that the Iron Skin last second.
Ballin' Beast had something for him, so the Iron Skin came up at the exact precise moment. Both of these teams are now jockeying evenly. Both teams level 4. Poke damage goes in. Grim low on energy, trying to get the shield out at the right time for the judo move. Get himself some energy. Got it timed there, not too bad.
Yeah, and actually the fact that Chicken Chips are able to, I would say, they're going even/winning on this early game, so I would say they're doing a fantastic job because, like I said, I do think that Sonya will start taking the win on the top side at level 7, but control still going over to Chicken Chips on the bottom side of the map.
This has been a seesaw battle on both sides of the map. Grizz low on health and mana. Stu Manchu, the potential target, gets the armor from Morales to help him disengage. Flame Strike also secures the escape for Johanna. Both of these teams going back and forth. Actually, the banner...
Misha!
No.
Talon's playing that top lane so well too. Just manages to kill Misha, walks onto the beacon, secures that for his team, and now 40% pushing in, 50% going to be there soon, and it looks like actually the first beacon's going to go over to Chicken Chips.
Well, at least the large majority of it. The bear is back to business, so they are able to get the top beacon back. Talaz finds himself between a bear and a Rexar, so he's going to be able to spin on out of there. 64% of the beacon up so far. Irons can get used by Stu Manchu. That's the route they were looking for. They go on Morales the hard way, and with only a scrap of health, he jukes the Sandblast. Shows he's laced his Nikes up. Atara's going to be able to walk around the corner as well. The damage goes in. Stu Manchu gets a parting gift for his trouble as well. Ballin' Beast is doing a pretty solid job.
Yeah, absolutely. And like the follow-up damage, we were talking about it a little bit earlier. The win condition for Chicken Chips is bursting a single target, right? Oh, actually, the Burrow goes out onto Kael'Thas with the follow-up route as well, but not quite enough damage to secure the kill onto Kael'Thas. And now Chicken Chips just looking to walk away and try to reset this, try to get that combination again onto one of the targets.
They got to go for Grizz right now. He burrowed way forward. Can they get the takedown? Stu Manchu on the chase. The gravity lapse lands. The Flame Strike is going to be enough. I don't even know if it was necessary. The bug gets squashed. First takedown of the game. Can the members of the new guys capitalize on this to rotate up and get the bottom beacon? Looks like they can.
And yeah, there was just a little bit of a disjoint there from Chicken Chips. They were able to just back off there and you know, tap from the well and look for another engage. But you know, like I said, a little bit of a disjoint. Grizz does go in on the Anubarak and finds himself a little bit too deep with no escape tools, and they manage to secure a kill onto him. So really good job by the new guys to turn around onto the Anubarak and grab the kill. And now both beacons are going to go over. Oh my gosh, the time trap.
Talaz is already starting to earn MVP of this game. They lose a Anubarak in the bottom portion of the map, and Sonya hangs on to the top beacon long enough for a Anubarak to get back to business, and they almost get the takedown on Stu Manchu. The Burrow goes in, interrupts the heal, the knockup, the Impale goes in as well. The burst damage almost takes down Morales. Juki low on health. He's whoop form, so he does have some mobility. Goes around, takes the scenic route, gets out of there. The Flame Strike from downtown. Surprise! Burst.
Flame Strike onto, what was that, 3 targets plus the Living Bomb? Jeez, that did so much damage. I couldn't believe that. Nice job by the Kael'Thas there.
Atara's like, man, I wish that took convection if I'm landing Flame Strikes like this. This is out of control.
Same.
Dude, Juki was like, all right, guys, it's cool, man. I hit the bush, I went around. Oh, wait, I'm dead.
Wait, so I said level 7 is going to make things easier for Sonya, but she actually went with Poison Spear over the ferocious healing, so it might actually be a little bit more difficult, but now she has more kill pressure onto the Rexar if she steps up a little bit.
They got to take down on Misha before. If they can get the Rexar, they can get some value out of there, but the beacon phase will be completed in favor of the new guys, but 64% was already racked up for Chicken Chips, so there's definitely going to be something to consider for both sides. Kael'Thas hanging out in the bottom portion of the lane, so you should be able to burn that down before too much damage is done. Looks like they're just looking to defend and neutralize right now.
Yeah, and it's a little bit of a scary spot for Chicken Chips because you don't have a lot of wave clear with, you know, the Chromie plus Malf. You're basically, and especially Malf went Scouting Drone, which I honestly think was not the right call here. I think it should have been Moonburn for sure, just to dominate the lane a little bit better.
Right.
So yeah, the no Moonburn plus no wave clear with Chromie, like you put a lot of your eggs into one basket with the Malf Chromie. You're trying to get those kills early. You really want to secure that first beacon, but that win condition doesn't go over to Chicken Chips, and now they're finding themselves a little bit behind, almost a full level.
They go in 2v4 as Heroic show up. Yeah, the rotation's there, but that could have been an interesting moment for Grizz. He's able to back out of there in time, however. Full level lead in advantage of the new guys. I mean, you made a really good point. The Scouting Drone at level 1 against 0 dive on the side of the new guys.
Yep. And 0 rotation, like, right? There's no rotation from the new guys whatsoever. They picked Rexar. Rexar literally just wants to smork the lane all day. Right. Like, he's not going to rotate, never.
The other part of it is that Chromie at level 1 went for vision as well, so you've invested heavily in being able to see a non-dive composition.
That's true. If you have one form of vision, it immediately makes the other form of vision less valuable because there's already one on the map. So, and the new guys are just playing this really, really well, right? So, Bestial Wrath also picked up for Rexar. It's notable, and he's just looking at picking up some camps now to generate even more pressure on this map in between these phases.
They'll be able to do exactly that. Expulsion zone. The Buick gets picked up. See some shenanigans with the global pressure. I always like seeing Grandpa's Buick come out to play. But Siege Camp gets picked up. Nice. We have the invasion. We have our heroics. We see Chicken Chips looking to get involved. The expulsion zone leaves Grizz in an unfortunate spot. He is able to burrow out of there, though. Misha makes their presence apparent and known. Double root goes in from Alfieri, and Ataru on the chase. Could potentially spot Ball and Beast, but the time trap will be pretty annoying to deal with. Chase continues though. Rather the Berserker! Santa Claus, low on health, starts to back away. I don't think this fight's over by any stretch, Kyler.
No, not at all. And actually, the go for the throat goes in onto the Rexar just for that last minute. Just eating up that half ogre, half orc, and then a follow-up kill onto Johanna as well. So I was going to say, like, the invade came out for Chicken Chips onto the hard camp there for the new guys, and they got 3 heroics for nothing. And then Chicken Chips just walked away. The fact that the new guys looked for a fight down 3 heroics was a little bit wild. I think they were just trying to bite off a little bit more than they could chew here. And they paid for it.
The earlier question that Chicken Chips has, like, well, what happens if we lose the beacon base? We have a pretty bad time. What happens if we go to the other side of the map and just rip faces off and go for the throat?
That's how you do it.
Things look pretty decent, all considered, I'd say. They've got themselves up on experience. 30% of the beacon already charged up. Juki's going to be alive and well with the healing. Santa Claus on Rexar. Getting some damage put on him, but someone's going to have to be pretty careful. Action in the bottom lane, though. Flame Strike goes in. Not too much damage or value. The double knockup. Iron Skin already used. The shield from Zarya is going to be enough to disengage. The Buick comes down. Medevac says, we don't want no parts of this. Morales is able to get that.
So 2 pretty major heroics used. Actually 3. And actually follow-up damage going out on the Stu Manchu. The Iron Skin does come out. Juki doing massive amount of damage. And there is the Chromie Burst. That last Dragon's Eye to finish off the kill.
I wish Ball and Beast had that animated thumbs up spray right there, because it's just like, gotcha. But we see Grizz rotate back over. Ataru dared to dream, tried to get the bottom beacon back. Santa Claus gets the stun by way of Misha, but the poison. Oh!
That's it. That's it. Was that the poison spear value?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Let's go.
That might be a very different conversation otherwise. So the added damage is going to be enough for a takedown there. Both beacons are once again picked up by Chicken Chips. Time Trap is actually going to save Ataru from some damage. You see the slow coming in from Chromie, trying to get some poke damage. Finds from Gore, knocks their health down at 60%. Morales doesn't like all that. Burrow goes in. Zarya to target. Expulsion Zone isn't going to be enough. Flame Strike doesn't get that much value or damage in. Ball is just going to back away, but this is a 100% beacon in favor of Chicken Chips.
And that's the power of the composition from Chicken Chips. Like they burrow onto a single target and you get an expulsion zone off of it. And actually so much damage going on to Frumgore. Kael'thas pushed up a little bit too far, and there's the burrow again. Like they have so much follow-up damage.
The longest 8 seconds of Morales' life does not have the medevac for the disengage. The continued aggression should pave the way for a lot of siege damage. No support, they can definitely look to go in. The rotation's there. Grim throws in the shield on Stu Manchu. The poison spear connects. Nice double gravity lapse though for a disengage. Stu Manchu holds up on the front line. Top 4 gets taken down. Kyle, how much value do you think they're gonna get off of this?
A lot. So this is the wall for sure, because they don't have a whole lot of wave clear. They've just got the Kael'thas. Yeah, like it's pretty good, but he's not level 16 Kael'thas. There's not the follow-up Q, and of course no field of heat available. The dive is actually going out onto the back line, but not a whole lot being able to follow it up. Okay, I didn't think they were going to get keep that easily, but there's the power of the push potential with Chromie behind your back.
Nobody wants to step in there. You stick your chest out and get your whole face ripped off and everything else. So that defensive posturing allows the members of Chicken Chips to lean forward enough to get that top keep. That's catapults for the rest of the game. A sizable experience lead. Santa Claus tempts fate, tries to get some damage in on Heyo, but I don't think they're positioned to really go for a team fight right now.
So now, like, Chicken Chips have a really good opportunity to make this game super easy on themselves, but this is actually super smart from the new guys. Look at this team fight. Because Chicken Chips is wanting their level 16 before they fight again, the new guys need to try to take whatever they can get, and Chicken Chips recognize this, give away the camp, absolutely. So fantastic play there from fantastic response from Chicken Chips. They just want the 16. Like, they don't want to have anything to do with the new guys until that 16 comes in.
Yeah, this is an instance where both of these teams are keenly aware of their situations. You're only a half a level away from another tier advantage if you're on the side of Chicken Chips. You have no reason to fight. Give up that camp, you can clear it out. You still have a top 4 against a lane where you have catapults. So that's going to get next to no value. You got more to lose in the game there. But if you're on the side of new guys, it's like, hey, we need to fight. Like, we don't want them to get level 16. So both of these teams trying to do what they can. Playing it well.
And this is going to be super difficult for the new guys because the shrines are going, or the beacons are going to be active extremely soon here, and the 16s are going to be coming in for Chicken Chips, which is going to secure them pretty much another free 100% Zerg wave and probably uncontested. So it's going to be difficult for the new guys to find their way back into this game.
Grizz burrows in, not able to get the engage that they were looking for. A little bit of poke damage from Lataro, throws the chain bomb, not going to get spread around this time. Level 16 is now here for the members of Chicken Chips who will look to enjoy a sizable experience in tier advantage for a while. 14 still here for the new guys. This is going to be rough.
Really good call for Sonya to rotate down as well, because especially if they're able to push up and grab this fort, I think they should totally be looking to try to at least get some damage out onto it. Force the Rexar down, or just force a team fight 5v4. Like, they can totally do that. But they decide to send Sonya back up top just to capture the beacon. So also a good response. 16 to 14s now here also. So no team fights for the new guys.
Yeah, without a lot of siege pressure or Zerg rush, you're not really able to make too much of a play for that bottom fort. The spear just misses on Rexar. He's like, Sonya, please. Like, I need you to calm down, lady. I don't want to deal with all this. So, Rexar lives to fight another day. Talos rotates back with his top beacon. The stun goes in, but meanwhile, a decent amount of damage put on his bottom fort. Both beacons are ultimately picked up a full level away from level 16. It's going to be a tough go of events. Stu Manchu gets a boatload of damage put on him. This expulsion zone. The cocoon goes in on Morales. Doesn't last too long. Twilight Dream is able to escape.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, look at those low health bars. Holy crap.
Kael'thas is putting the team on his back this game, dealing so much damage. He's got 53,000. I know it's not quite as much as Chromie, but still, like, not quite as much as Chromie, but still, like, did you see how much damage the Living Bomb did that team fight? Like, to 4 different targets? That was the difference between losing the team fight and actually forcing Chicken Chips to back off there.
Dude, everybody on the side of Chicken Chips saw the damage. They were like, oh, we should probably back away. And this is before double Flame Strike at level 16. So once that happens for Kael'thas, that's going to be a problem.
In fact, that was such a substantial play by Kael'thas that it allowed the new guys to push in and steal a camp from Chicken Chips when they're down a talent. Like, that is almost unheard of. But they missed the rotation top just by like a quarter of a second, and now that's 100% Zerg wave pushing in for Chicken Chips. But silver lining, Halloran, 16s are coming in real soon for the new guys.
And their defense is going to have to be Herculean in nature if they want to try to save this game. I'm not sure if they'll be able to hold on to this bottom keep one way or the other. They need level 16 ASAP. They're waiting for that one for sure. Grim has no energy, sticks their neck out there for the moment. Grizz positioning, looking for the right time to burrow in. Jumps in there, gets a couple of knockups, throws in the cocoon. Grim has to break their support out of the way. Expulsion zone goes in, trying to help Morales get back. Level 16 is now here. The bottom keep goes down. Most of the Zerg is taken out. This is the chance that the new guys have to try to make something happen. Twilight Dream goes in. Zarya is the target. Oh no! Zarya gets ejected from the proceedings. The Condemn goes in. It's not going to be enough. Juki does not spread the chain bomb. Jumps into the Flame Strike. One of them doesn't get taken down off of that. Heyo trying to sustain low on health. Morales trying to back away. Has a lot of mana left just yet. Santa Claus on the flank. Can he get the stun? Just misses on Sonya. Not able to take down there. Ball and Beast is a problem to deal with. The long range poke is still there. Misha starts to back away. They lose their bottom keep, but they save the game.
So, like, I'm really stoked that Chicken Chips decided to walk away from it. They can just walk towards boss if they want to force something else. They decided not to, so they're just taking away the enemy hard camp, bottom side of the map here. Actually, they decided to walk away from that too. They have 2 keeps, and they're closing in on level 20. They literally just have to sit with their tail between their legs for the next, extended period of time. Hit that level 20. They're going to win with the passive pressure from the lanes. So.
Well, consider the stakes here, Kala. You're down 1, and there's best of 3. This is the finals of Heroes Hype. lot of money on the line. You've gotten this far ahead. Why not play it safe? Just continue to add your pressure. Don't die. Just keep the pressure on. And try to secure the easy game 3. I get it. Grizz goes in, gets the cleanse from Morales. The root follows up as well, however. No damage, no harm, no foul. At least they're showing they're still looking for people. Not too much.
Top camp pushing out as well for Chicken Chips. 20s are closing in pretty soon, so there's actually a number of things that Chicken Chips can do here, and they do decide to go for the boss. So one bad thing about the boss play is the fact that Expulsion Zone, actually no, it just got used, so down for 15 more seconds. So this actually looks like a pretty free boss play for Chicken Chips.
Awesome shot calling here on the side of Chicken Chips. You go in, you force out the Expulsion Zone, you know that's on cooldown. Now you can reliably go for the boss. Poison Spear just misses. Du Manchu eats a ton of damage. The safeguard is going to be enough. The Expulsion Zone is here now for a disengage. Fallen Beast finds a bear is on their tail. Is able to back out of there. Grizz goes for the knockup on the bear. The damage goes in. They do take down Misha. Santa Claus is Bible thump about that. The Cocoon's going to lock him in for the moment. Forces out a response from the new guys. They got to try to save Rexar if they have hopes to save this game. The Twilight Dream says not so much. Another Silence member. Johanna still out in the front. Gets the Condemned trying to escape. No Iron Skin. The damage collapses from Chromie. Fallen Beast is going off.
And meanwhile, all these minions are pushing in as well. So like this is GG on multiple fronts here, Lauren. So really good job by Chicken Chips for changing that game around.
Not sure where that medevac's trying to go, but one way or the other, that's gonna be the game. Game 3 shows up.
GG.
Chicken Chips says we're not done yet.
We've got ourselves a series, that's for sure. I really the new guys played their early game super well, right? Like they managed to get a kill onto Anubarak, right? It was pretty early into the game. But they weren't really able to get a whole lot off of it. Like I said, they got the kill, but what happened to snowball the fight, snowball the early game for Chicken Chips? I actually don't remember. Sonya got a kill top, right? 1v1? Or no, she held off. She held off when Grizz died. That's exactly what it was. So the new guys weren't actually able to get all of the beacon charged when they got the 1 kill. So that was actually really good by Sonya. And I expected her not to do as well in the lane. So really good job from the individual players of Chicken Chips.
I'm telling you, Talaz was the MVP of that game, man.
Yeah, you're right.
The takedown on Anubarak pretty much meant like, all right, we get both the beacons, guys. It feels pretty good. Cool. Oh, wait, we're not getting the beacon because Sonya is pushing Rexar off the thing and holds on long enough for Anubarak to come back. So the one advantage that the new guys really had just kind of went out the window. Yeah,
it's true. Like, I'm trying to figure out how the new guys would have actually been able to win that. Like, I don't know. It seemed I liked their draft and everything like that, but against Anubarak, Malfurion, and Chromie is so difficult to deal with. Like Zarya needs to be playing like an absolute monster in order to deter all the damage that comes out from the Chromie, and it's just like honestly not possible. Kael'thas played really, really well, but like I'm just wondering what the new guys could have done to maybe make that a little bit more even. Maybe was it the Rexar? Was that the problem?
I don't think Rexar was a problem. I think there were some stuns that could have happened. There was one part in the earlier part of the game where